I'm Chief Terrence Monahan, the Chief of Department. The information we're about to give you is preliminary as this incident just happened a couple hours ago. Today at 4:40 p.m., the NYPD received several 911 calls of a man described as a male black wearing a brown jacket pointing what is described as a silver firearm at people on the street. 3 different 911 callers described the man with the gun pointing it at people on the street. There is video from commercial establishments along Utica Avenue that shows a man brandishing what appears to be a firearm, pointing it at people. This is a snapshot of one of the locations where we see the male here pointing what believes to be a firearm at a civilian on the street. Officers responded to the corner of Utica Avenue and Montgomery Street where they encountered the suspect matching the description provided by the 911 callers. The suspect then took a 2-handed shooting stance and pointed an object at the approaching officers, 2 of whom were in uniform. This is a photo that we took from across the street seconds before the officers discharged, with the man in a stance pointing in the direction of where the officers were coming from. This is all corroborated by the videos that we have reviewed on the scene. 4 officers discharged their weapons, striking the suspect. Officers immediately rendered aid to the suspect and requested an ambulance. The suspect was transported to Kings County Hospital where he was pronounced deceased. This is a photo of the object that was recovered from the male. A pipe with some sort of knob on the end of it. Again, just remember, all this information is preliminary as this investigation is still ongoing.
Thank you for your question. Josh,
so people in the community say that the individual in this case was sort of known mentally ill and I mean, it was obviously harmless in this case, it had been in the past. What's the answer when it comes to these EEP calls? This obviously is not an EEP call, it's a phone call to 911. But what is the answer big pictures to prevent this?
Again, this is officers facing an incident on the street. Let's stay focused on what they did today. This was not an EDP call. This was not an emotionally disturbed call. This was a call of a man pointing what 911 calls and people felt was a gun at people on the street. When we encounter him, he turns with what appears to be a gun at the officers. We have to stay straight on the facts of this incident today, okay?
in the back. How many shots were fired from how many officers?
At this point, 4 officers fired, and it appears that we fired 10 rounds between the 4 officers.
You said that there were several 911 calls, 3 of which described the victim holding a gun. Were there any that clarified that he wasn't holding a gun?
The 3 911 calls we have, there are 3 calls that we reviewed. All 3 calls say he is holding an object that appears to be a gun. They're not sure, but it appears to be a gun. One of the calls says it appears like he's trying to fire that gun at the people on the street.
The other one?
Were any of the officers wearing body cameras?
No, the 7-1 precinct, this was Daytor Anti-Crime and SRG. None of them are doing the body cams. 4 to 12 has the body cams in the 7-1.
Were they plainclothes?
3 plainclothes officers, 2 uniformed officers on the scene. 3 plainclothes fired, 1 uniform fired.
Uniform or SRG?
SRG.
Great. Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.